Hello, this is my homework for lesson number 13, dimmable RGB LED using potentiometers. This one was really fun to do because we had all of the elements in previous lessons. We just had to expand on it using multiple LEDs and potentiometers. And for me, it was like setting up a battlefield. You set all the little army guys in one area, and all the privates in another area, and all the cannons in another area, and the generals, and you can look through all the code and see errors much simpler. And of course, we start out this one by importing from machine the pin, the ADC, and the pulse width modulation. I then set the pins I'm going to use for the potentiometers with 28, 27, and 26. And those are, this one here is 28. I skipped one because that's a ground, and that's 27. And that's 26, and they of course come over here to the center pin of the potentiometers. I also have the 3.3 volts that come over here to the red rail, and then the ground that comes over here to the blue rail. I also come along here and I set up the LEDs using pins 13, 14, and 15. And they are these pins over here. That's the 13 pin. That's a ground, so we don't use that. And then 14 and then 15. Those three go to those three resistors. And those resistors, of course, come over here to the pins of the multiple LED, the RGB LED. The second one, of course, ends up being the ground. The first one's red, ground, green, and blue. And so, of course, going back to the code again, I simply set up the other items that just need to be done. I read the pots here. I set the frequency to 1,000, and then I turn the LEDs off. Now here starts the while loop, and of course I'm going to read the values. I am going to set a exponential value, so this is a red exponential value, a green exponential value, and a blue exponential value. I then change the brightness by this constant here, and then just for diagnostic purposes, I print out the values at the bottom, and then here is where the real work comes. I'm setting the value here with that one there, and then of course this is what it looks like. And if you can see at the bottom here, there's my values. So turn the red potentiometer on, and you can see the light going on. Turn the red off, and I turn the green on, and of course all the variables with that. And here's the blue, and then of course when I turn them all to the bright function, then I get a white light. This homework was, it was excellent. It was easy to troubleshoot, and I had a lot of problems with my code, a typo here and a misprint there. I even had a wire in the wrong place over here. So it was really easy to have this homework complete. I suspect that there is a much easier way to accomplish all of this code in one line, but I think it would be harder to diagnose on what the problem is. So I think this example is a really good way to line things up, so that you can troubleshoot it easily and make it work. And that's my homework then. Thank you.